Imagine a day in Tulsa, Oklahoma, like any ordinary spring afternoon. The skies darken, but few could anticipate the phenomenon unfolding over the horizon. Weather alerts begin to sound, storm sirens wail, and local news networks scramble to cover the breaking developments. An extraordinarily violent tornado is forming, one of an intensity never scientifically confirmed before. An F6 on the old Fujita scale, far surpassing anything in living memory. Though the Fujita scale officially tops out at F5, with the enhanced Fujita scale similarly capped, meteorologists relay news that wind speeds exceeding 3 and 18 miles per hour have been measured, something almost inconceivable in previously recorded atmospheric events. As the supercell intensifies, chaos mounts. Residents rush for cover, seeking the most secure locations, underground shelters, basements, or reinforced safe rooms, aware that even these protective measures may not be enough. Emergency services flood local radio and social media with urgent directives, but with mere minutes or seconds of warning, not everyone can reach safety in time. The tornado, a roaring monster wider than a city block, descends upon Tulsa with unimaginable force. Trees are uprooted and hurled like toothpicks. Cars are tossed into the air, some even shredded apart, and their engines propelled blocks away. The tornado's inner core, rotating at speeds comparable to a speeding bullet train, pulverizes everything in its path. Well-constructed homes are reduced to bare foundations. Massive office buildings built to modern engineering standards and intended to withstand powerful storms are gutted, windows shattered, concrete and steel torn apart, as if made of paper. The city's infrastructure sustains catastrophic damage. Power lines are snapped by the funnel's relentless grip. Telephone poles splinter, plunging neighborhoods into darkness within seconds. Water and natural gas mains rupture, sometimes igniting fires that momentarily glow in the storm's apocalyptic twilight, only to be quickly smothered by blinding rain and captured debris. Roads are rendered impassable, blocked by heaps of mangled vehicles, collapsed overpasses, and the scattered remains of structures. Hospitals, usually sanctuaries in disaster, are not immune. Several are severely damaged or flattened, forcing overwhelmed staff to triage and treat injured victims in parking lots and the open air. Emergency communication breaks down as cell towers collapse, and radio transmitters crumple under the tornado's wrath. The city's emergency management system, carefully planned for the worst, is tested as never before. As the tornado carves its destructive path, its devastating fingerprints are left everywhere. The economic toll mounts to figures nearly unfathomable, with entire neighborhoods annihilated and commercial districts transformed into fields of debris. Historic landmarks, schools, community centers, places that weathered countless storms, are erased from the landscape. When the tornado finally lifts, survivors emerge slowly, blinking in disbelief at a changed world. The skyline is unrecognizable. Sturdy churches and libraries are reduced to twisted steel and scattered bricks. Vehicles are hardly more than crumpled metal shells. Trees that once lined the streets of Tulsa, a hallmark of the city, are nowhere to be seen, only bare stumps protruding from the mud. The initial human toll is sobering. Emergency responders comb the ruins, searching for survivors beneath splintered wood and concrete. Rescue operations are complicated by persistent hazards: leaking gas, live wires, unstable buildings, and flooded creeks. The city's hospitals, already damaged, scramble to establish makeshift triage centers. In the following days, reports of missing people pour in. Families, friends, and neighbors struggle to locate loved ones, and community centers become improvised shelters and reunification points. Out-of-town support arrives in waves: utility crews, search and rescue teams, healthcare workers, spurred by urgent pleas for aid. The nation's attention turns to Tulsa, moved by images of loss and resilience, awed by both the scale of destruction and the courage of those who survived. Government agencies declare a state of emergency, fast-tracking federal disaster relief funds and deploying specialized task forces. Insurance companies begin to assess claims, but records are lost, and entire neighborhoods are missing from the maps they once graced. Economic shockwaves ripple through the region, as businesses shutter indefinitely, jobs disappear overnight, and livelihoods are upended. Long after the storm passes, Tulsa's citizens begin the daunting work of recovery and rebuilding. The city is left with hard lessons about preparedness, infrastructure resilience, the limits of engineering, and the strength of community bonds. In time, investigations and analyses reveal that even the most stringent building codes would have provided little protection against winds of such unprecedented magnitude. Meteorologists and scientists pore over the data, seeking to improve forecasting and understand whether such atmospheric violence could become more common. Environmental changes also become evident. The landscape is scarred, trees lost, creeks and rivers choked with debris. Wildlife habitats are destroyed, and displaced animals wander city streets in search of food and shelter. As rebuilding efforts commence, attention is paid to both human needs and the need to restore balance to the local ecosystem. In memorial services and community gatherings, stories of heroism surface. Neighbors who risked their lives to help one another. First responders executing daring rescues. Volunteers braving danger to shelter those without homes. Though the scars, both physical and emotional, run deep, the people of Tulsa work to support one another and re-establish a sense of normalcy. Gradually, new homes and businesses rise from the ruins, some built in the same places, others relocated out of newly designated high-risk zones. City planners and engineers consult cutting-edge research, seeking to construct with even greater resilience, though all acknowledge that certain forces of nature simply cannot be tamed by human ingenuity. In the years that follow, the memory of the F6 tornado becomes woven into the identity of Tulsa, an unthinkable disaster, but also a testament to the perseverance and spirit of a community tested beyond measure. The lessons gleaned shape the future of both disaster preparedness and city planning, ensuring that, while nothing can erase the destruction, its legacy serves as a catalyst for growth, unity, and hope. What if an F6 tornado hit Tulsa, Oklahoma? The city would be forever changed. Yet, as history has demonstrated time and again, it is in the face of overwhelming adversity that communities discover the strength to rebuild, remember, and resolve to stand together against whatever storms may come.